Welcome to Energy is Currency, the Millennial Development Podcast devoted to helping you mind your business personally and professionally. My name is Alexis Williams, and I am your marketing consultant, idea generator, and mini modern philosopher, the entrepreneur that checks all the boxes, whatever that may mean. Subscribe to Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and iHeartRadio to listen to every gem in every episode. Season 1 is available on all streaming platforms. Well, welcome back to Energy is Currency podcast, where we teach you how to mind your business personally and professionally. I am Alexis. I'm your marketing manager. I'm your yoga guru. I'm your everything, whatever the situation calls for, right? And today I have a beautiful special guest with me, Brenda Nguyen. Hey girls, tell the girls hey. And today we're gonna have a really good conversation. I'm working on my work-life presence series where I'm really helping people understand all of the principles I've absorbed to create a very present life, right? Like my whole thing is about being here, being in the moment, fully participating, right? Mm-hmm. But there's so many layers that lead up to that that by the time you get to it, it's like, oh, how did you do this? No, this is a result of all of that. Right. So we're going to be talking about that, especially as it concerns the finances and the future, because she is the money guru.
Yes.
Okay? So, speaking of which, tell us about us. Tell us about you.
Okay, well, my name is Brenda Nguyen, because all I do is win, 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 no matter what.
No matter what. I love that.
And I'm a licensed financial professional who's empowering and educating people to make solid financial foundation.
Seriously. So, I met Brenda through our
Girl to Girl
Club.
Yeah, shout out Malia.
I'm really proud of them. So it's a networking group for business women.
Yes.
And they are really doing a damn thing. I've been able to rent out the suite because of Girl to Girl. So I'm in Pop Up and Create, which is another collaborator that works with Girl to Girl. And so within all of their network, I've been able to meet more people who are much more aligned with what I'm doing with my business and my personal life. So, super grateful. Shout out to them. But thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay. So, what I've been working on is how to transition people out of work-life balance and into work-life presence. Like I said, how to be here, how to be proactive, how to manage your time, how to manage your energy, how to manage your mind, all of that good stuff, right? Because when I say mind your business personally and professionally, I'm not brushing you off or dismissing you or telling you to go find something to do. I'm literally encouraging you to be an active mental participant in your life. I've been saying this a lot lately. A lot of people aren't driving their cars. They're in the trunk of their car and something else is driving it. Right. We're being kidnapped by ourselves. So it's like, okay, how do we come out of this autopilot kidnap situation, right? Where you're feeling more balanced with yourself.
Yeah, and for control the wheel.
You got to control the wheel, but you got to understand that like the road is going to have different terrains, different bumps to it,
potholes over here in Atlanta,
highways, traffic. Hell, we're in Atlanta. The bridge might be on fire.
A volcano might explode. You don't know.
And 285. That's all in Atlanta. All the same way, same highway, same 285. But how do you become present and comfortable with the environment? Yeah. Like, I remember, I don't know where I heard this, but back in the day I saw where this, like, guy was in prison, but he was like, my body is in prison, but my mind isn't. And I had a lot of respect for that because what does that actually mean? You know what I mean? Nah, baby, you in jail. Right. You're in prison.
But then there's people outside in the real world, but they're actually incarcerated in their own minds. They're trapped in their minds as well. So
that part.
The juxtaposition of that.
It's the juxtaposition. How do you really get present here and here, right? So that's the whole purpose. And one of the things that I felt was necessary for me was to have two principles that kind of play into what we're going to talk about. So the principles are as following. Discipline creates more opportunities than rewards than luck. I'll say it again. Discipline creates more opportunities and rewards than luck does. So yes, you could be lucky, You can have all the vibes, all the charisma, all the charm, but the disciplined person is probably going to outwork you and probably going to beat you faster to it.
1,000%.
1,000%. Every time. We always talk about, what was it, the tortoise and the hare?
Mm-hmm.
And the hare of the rabbit was busy, he was popping, he was carrying on, he was in his bag, but he wasn't focused.
Race, baby.
Meanwhile, the tortoise was step by step, pace by pace. The only thing I'm focused on is crossing that finish line.
Right.
So that is so important to me, being disciplined. How do you feel about that?
Oh, discipline was not my friend for
either.
a long time, because, when you're an entrepreneur, freelancer, you think you're your own boss, you do whatever you want, and then sometimes you don't go to work as much as you do when you actually employed. So that's something that someone told me. I was like, if you want to be your own boss, treat yourself like your own employee.
That part.
Because, like, say you have to clock in at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. or whatever it is, if you're not on time, you get in trouble, right? You get that write-up. Yeah. There's consequences. But when you're your own boss, you're like, oh, I'll roll out of bed, whenever I feel like it, and then you don't ever end up doing anything. You don't take it as seriously.
Right.
You don't dress up and show up the way that you normally would if you had to be somewhere, especially when you work from home. This whole work from home thing has kind of been like a blessing and a curse as well, because people have been so complacent, so lazy,
Or to the other extreme, you're trying to do everything that needs to be done at home and include your job with it. And it's like, yes, you are accessible to do your laundry and prepare dinner and watch your kids, but are you giving your job the 100% that it requires for the paycheck that it's giving you?
Yeah.
That's the conversation.
Yes.
Are you doing what you need to do to earn your check at this point?
And I also need the accountability factor as well.
I love it. I thrive in accountability.
I think discipline and accountability has to go hand in hand. Having an accountability partner, because who's going to hold these deadlines and targets over your head, who's going to punish you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But even like for the solopreneurs, we may not have somebody over us that's telling us what to do. You know what I mean? You still are accountable for having that conversation with yourself. Yes. So I've been talking a lot about the Let Them book. Have you heard that? Heard of the Let Them theory? So, okay, it's this awesome book that is talking about how we how to surrender and release control over things you never had control over, how to redirect that energy to a healthier life, right? But before the author of that book came up with the Let Them theory, she came up with the 5-4-3-2-1 theory, and with that she reprogrammed herself, and she was saying that she changed her procrastination and helped herself out of depression by using 5-4-3-2-1 before she needed to do anything.
Okay.
It's time to get out of bed, count down, and do it. Because it kind of works like a switch.
Yeah, Mel Robbins talks a lot about that.
That's who it is.
Oh,
Mel Robbins. Yeah. We talk saying the same thing. Yes. So this was one of her first books. Was the 5-4-3 or the 5-second theory or something like that. The countdown or something. But I really appreciated it, because what do you do for yourself when you don't feel like it, but you also have to?
Right.
Yeah. I don't feel like it, and I'm obligated. It's not an or. Both of them exist. So that countdown was her transition.
Yeah.
That, all right, once we reach 1, we have to do it.
Get out.
And the brain responds to that, right? But, like, we could tell ourselves anything that'll help us get up. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. I was working on my master's. I'm on my computer, and I was in my text messages on my computer. I was looking for trouble. I was like, let's find... we about to get into it. And in my head, I said, if your ass could search that hard for some phone numbers to go out and get in trouble, you could have been completed your homework. And I was like, it melted all the fun and adventure out of me. And it was like, I guess I can. And 20 minutes later, I was done with my homework.
Yeah.
But
just procrastinating, it puts so much weight and pressure, and then you're in this like limbo, and it feels so heavy. But once you actually focus on the task, it's like you get it done in 10-20 minutes. You're like, oh, so easy. Why did I wait so long?
The thing is, we're chasing dopamine.
Yeah, especially with all the access to like social media,
phones, entertainment, food, food. We're constantly chasing dopamine.
We're just like overstimulated, honestly.
To the point where we need more stimulation to feel like stimulation because we're already overstimulated. Right?
We need to unplug and decompress.
Really and truly.
Yeah.
Really and truly, we need to decompress. Dog, I had a really cool thought that just left my mind. Where did it go?
In the ether.
It's in the ether. Okay, it'll come back to me if it's necessary.
Okay, sure.
But it was along the lines of like, you're still accountable for what you're doing. You have to trick yourself into it. So whatever it is you need to tell yourself to get back into the game, that's what needs to be done, right? So I have a cousin who has 2 teenagers, and he's a financial planner as well. He's awesome at it. And so he was talking to me about his kids who are super creative, super artsy. He does not understand his kids. Shout out to my cousin. No shade, no tea. I think everybody's cool. But in the conversation, he was like, I want them to network, and I want them to do this, and they need to get out, and they need to start talking to people about their art. And I said, relax. If I may offer a suggestion, yes. Let me get clearance before I say what I'm finna say. I said, leave them kids alone. Give them time and space to develop their craft.
Yes.
If they're consistent with their craft, it's going to draw the people to them. And I gave them an example. I was like, what if they're at the paint store buying more supplies and they connect with somebody who understands what these ingredients actually mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to force the connection. You have to be consistent in your connection, that when people come to you, it's an authentic experience.
Yeah.
That's what discipline and consistency is about.
Yes. It's also showing up whenever you don't really feel like showing up as well, because you can only depend on motivation and inspiration for so long. It's fleeting. So but what are these habits that you're stacking that's going to develop and get you to that goal?
Yes. So this was a thought, because you brought it up perfectly. Perfect segue with, like we were saying, like about overstimulation and chasing dopamine. You actually get the same amount of dopamine from completing the test.
Yes. You love a checklist and you love to...
Oh, I love a checklist. So I print my own planners because I needed a planner that made sense for me.
Yeah.
Right?
I love that.
And so every day I have my planner with me, and I also have an erasable ink pen. So that actually is like my grace.
Is that
erasable ink pen. Yeah, they're all over Amazon.
Know your planner.
Yes. Okay. It's all over Amazon. Okay. The answer is yes across the board.
Okay.
Yes. But what I've learned to do is like do as much as I can, erase what I can't do and put it on another day.
Yes.
Give myself grace. I wasn't supposed to do it that day. See, it wasn't even on there.
Right. Never existed.
Never existed. But the things that I completed that strike, I always, you gotta scrub it out, because I need my body to know that we finished this task. That's when I get my dopamine, is when the hardcore scrubbing. But that has helped rediscipline me on task management. As an entrepreneur with a lot of jobs, you can't do everything.
You can't do everything.
And one of the big things that's been important for me is learning how to work on the business, be consistent working on your business, as consistent as you are working in your business. So I have a hair loss clinic. Working with my clients is 50% of my job. Preparing my business for my clients is a completely different task.
Yes.
I can't do everything every day. I can't have my clients there while I'm preparing for them.
And how much of these tasks are you also able to delegate, or are you just like knocking everything else yourself right now?
I am finally evolving into the space of delegation. Oof, favor ain't fair. Finally getting help, okay? So yes, I'm learning how to delegate, and until I got to the space of delegation, I had to learn how to make it routine. So it wasn't recreating the wheel every time it happens. It's like, okay, like for one of the big things for me is my salon communication. I do through email. They're already my clients. I know them. They're my girls. So I'm going to communicate with them much more regularly than I am social media. I don't know y'all.
Yeah.
I know them. So for me, it was regulating how I did it so that it was already a system for me. Because the issue with delegating is if you don't know how to, if it's not a system for you that you can articulate and communicate, you're going to be doing it with them trying to teach them too.
Yes, you have to create your SOP.
Oh, I love an SOP. I thought I was going to be like this super free-spirited, like, you know, in the breeze person. I am a business baddie, and I love it. I am so entertained because so much of my life is in business terms. Like, for instance, even the phrase, like, I was dating someone a long time ago, and they were like, so what do you need? And the first thing I was like, well, outsourced? Like, delegated? Like, task management? And I had to really process, no, that is not what they were asking at all. At all. Go back to regular words.
Someone told me that I speak business casual. I'm like, what?
I love that. You speak a language. You speak the language of business. But I bet if we go to an auto mechanic and try to have a real conversation with him, he's going to throw carburetor in there somewhere or whatever automotive tools terms there are. He's going to ease it in there. No different thing. Have you seen the, oh my goodness, this is my new obsession. The girlies on TikTok are using hairstyling terms and makeup terms.
Oh, yes, I love it. It's so like, good.
I think we're doing the primer before we set the foundation. Okay?
Yes.
I think we're teasing before we blow dry. You know, and they're using all these terms, but it just shows, like, these terms matter.
Yes.
They're just different languages.
Right.
You know, and if you speak that language, then you get it.
Yeah,
but if you don't, you don't. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you don't. And that's just how it is. But I love that we speak in business, though.
Yeah. Because
it just lets you know, like, I really do this.
Yeah.
I'm credible.
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of which, tell us about your business. Tell us what your day-to-day experience is.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a licensed financial professional helping people learn how to get out of debt, save for their future, build a legacy, learn how to invest. I break down, like, complex money concepts into simple, clear, concise, easy, actionable steps for you to do.
I love that.
Yes.
That is so necessary, especially here in Atlanta. I feel like this is such a money-driven culture that if you're not educated, you are going to be broke so fast. Scammed so fast. Scammed up, okay? You really have to learn the language and be with the right educators about how to handle your money.
Yes, so that's what we do. We do financial literacy classes every day online on Zoom, Monday through Friday. So we talk about topics on debt management, how to increase your cash flow, how to invest, how to, prepare for your future, estate planning, retirement planning. So many important things that people don't know about.
And you know what? The issue is that you're actually penalized for not knowing this kind of stuff. Not like, okay, here's a fine, but you're hindered so much more by not knowing these things, right?
If I had known adulting was going to be so expensive, I would have been saving in kindergarten. I was making
for
money
real.
back in
Listen, I would have bought a house in the 8th grade. That was the last time houses were affordable was when I was in 8th grade, okay? Like, I would have bought the house during the first recession. Like
bought everything up.
Listen, so, but not knowing. Not knowing makes a difference. I've had the opportunity to really focus on, like, my financial education this year, and it is mind-blowing how much I don't know.
It's okay to not know. It's so much to learn, but also, like, learning about information and applying it are two different things, and it takes a while to, acquire all the information, but, like, okay, what's one thing that I can just do right now? It can be overwhelming as well.
So where would you recommend someone start? Like, what's a good launch pad?
I would recommend to work with a professional to just look at your expenses and your budget and figure out what we can shave down, because right now I feel like everything is so accessible with Uber Eats and Amazon. We're just watching so much stuff on TV, and we're influenced by so many ads. We want to buy stuff all the time.
I get that. Completely get that.
So our spending habits is wild. It's out of control, honestly.
I get that.
And then it's just like, but okay, but what's your ability to earn income? Are you just working a job? You have a side hustle as well. You have another business. How are you planning for your future?
Right.
So there's so many things to assess. But yeah, just take a look. Everyone's needs and situation is different. So looking at your own personal financial strategy and figuring how to be as lean as possible.
Yeah.
Live below your means. Stop keeping up with the Kardashians. Okay.
The Kardashians are barely keeping up with the Kardashians, okay? Kylie is on body number 3 now. No shade, no tea, but like, they're not keeping up with their own fantasies, let alone the fantasies they're projecting towards us, for sure. Shoot, I had another question. My brain is moving faster than I can talk. Oh, this is what I wanted to say, because the second principle that I wanted to talk about is the luxury is in the plan, the budget, and the time. So I saw something last year or something, I saw a very infectious idea, right? And it says that it was the idea that luxury is the absence of worry.
Yeah.
But worry is the inability to make a decision. So literally, luxury equals decisions.
Yes.
Like, if that's a long algebraic PEMDAS way of going about it, but the end of the day, it breaks down to luxury equals decision making. Whether I'm making a decision to have things outsourced, or I'm making a decision on how I want to manage my time, or how I want to spend my money, or not spend my money. Those are all luxuries.
Yeah. We often associate luxury with like designer, but also luxury can mean waking up whenever you want to, having a slow morning, going to brunch, Pilates.
Yes, for real.
Yeah,
investing in
education.
Yes. Investing in self-development. Having the ability to make a plan for your financial future. That is a luxury. Unfortunately, in our country, we could talk about the what this country is all day long. We're going to skip that. We're just going to say rest in peace to the American dream, because we're waking up. But at this point, it's like, what does real luxury look like? Because, like, the whole luxury handbag conversation, that was bust this year. The whole traveling has changed a lot with the dangers with flying. That's changed. That's no longer in a worry-free luxury. You know, like, we're really like, well, do I want to fly, or should I be driving?
I'm like, Spirit didn't get into no crashes. I'm like, do I have to fly Spirit now? Oh,
you know what? I'm not going to hold you. I am terrified of Spirit being my reliable transportation for flying.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm not that girl.
I'm just going to pray about it whenever
I'm just going to put the money aside so I can fly Delta.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a Southwest girl.
Really?
I loved Southwest. And especially as a hairstylist, I needed lots of baggage, lots of bag opportunities without having to that. And they killed it. So now it's like, okay, so outside of work, what fills your cup up? What makes you happy?
Outside of work, I love eating. Like we all do. I'm a huge foodie.
Okay.
So you can see me out and about trying new restaurants or going to my favorite staples or hole in the walls.
What's your, off the top of your head, don't overthink it, favorite restaurant right now?
Umi.
Umi. What does Umi sell?
Umi is a Japanese restaurant. It has sushi. It is like fine dining, but it has like this homey family aspect to it.
Ooh.
And they have great cocktails as well. So it's in the same plaza as like the St. Regis and Garden Room.
Oh,
and then it has a secret speakeasy called Himitsu.
That sounds like fun.
And that place is really sexy. So yeah, that's where I used to work at the Himitsu, the lounge side. So yeah, that place is like old stomping grounds for me. So it has a special place in my heart. I know there's so many amazing places, but that one has a special place in my heart.
And that's what we're looking for. Like, I think I'm over like Instagram recommendations and things like that. Because then I get there and it's not the
just like
not
the
cameras. Yes, this is not what I looked at on the internet. It did not give me that dopamine, right? Yeah. So I've been kind of taking more personal recommendations. Like, what places make you feel good when you think about it? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's a nice place to just treat yourself for special occasions. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it because the quality of food is amazing.
Okay.
Because, you know, sushi is like, you
sushi
need to have top quality stuff.
Yes.
Okay, baby?
Or you're going to be sick. Yes. Yeah. I love that. Oh, okay, Umi.
Okay, so that, and then, like, I love bubble tea. So you can catch me on Beaufort Highway or somewhere. They have all the great spots. Yeah.
What activities are you into?
I love hiking, doing yoga, Pilates. I love going to concerts. I love music.
How has your concert season been going?
It's not as been going as much as I would like to, but I do make time to carve out. Like right now, I'm like really into like small, intimate shows.
Mm-hmm.
I really love like, you know, an underground artist that's just kind of like making their debut, and so like seeing that evolution of like seeing them. Like one of my favorite artists just played at Aisle 5 in Little 5 Points. Is a really small venue, and I know in the next year or two she's going to be in like the State Farm Arena or something.
I love that. I have not been enjoying my concert experiences. I think I put too much pressure on them to be my escape.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I was just talking about this in one of my other interviews, like the culture is so overstimulated, mm-hmm. and it feels like it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. So actually, like I haven't been focused on just going to like see a really big artist, like mm-hmm. I said, but also like DJ sets. Like,
I'm loving those.
Yes, those have been so fun. This one girl, her name's DJ Lex. She's from like California or mm-hmm. something, but she's an Asian DJ, so I gotta support my Asian girlies. Mm-hmm, and mm-hmm. so she came also to Aisle 5 and Little 5 Points as well.
Okay, I need to check that out.
Yeah, and so I had so much fun. I don't even have any footage from that night. That's how you know when it was a great time.
Night. Yeah.
And there was like so many of us too, and none of us had a lot of footage. So that's how you know
that's a good time.
It was a lit time, because right now I feel like when you're at concerts, you're boxed in, or it's like stuffy, and you're wearing like you're trying to look the best, and you're wearing the uncomfortable shoes, and then your feet hurt, and it's just like I don't know.
No, I get it. I saw Beyonce in Chicago. And of course, we had to get the outfit together. We mm-hmm. had to get the seats.
It's stressful.
You know what? I had more fun getting ready than I did at the concert. Wow. Because the floor seats of the concert right now is the worst place to be because of the hats.
Mm.
So unless you're
we're short or petite, fun size. Okay, can't see anything.
I couldn't see anything. So and between that and the weather, it was like 40 degrees. So I was like, friend, I'm not enjoying this. I'm ready to leave. So I ended up leaving early. Mm. And then I went to go see Kendrick and SZA, and I just felt like it was overpriced. Mm-hmm. I loved the show. I loved them individually, loved them collectively. It was a fun show. But I felt like...
Yeah, everything.
I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
It just felt it felt forced.
Yeah.
That's the short answer. It felt forced.
Some concerts I've really been enjoying. It just doesn't matter who it is, but like at the Lakewood Amphitheater, it's like I know it's like an outdoor
I love Lakewood
concert, and all those tickets are very affordable.
Reasonable, yeah.
And we're just out on the lawn and we're just vibing. And one time it actually started raining, and we were like, fuck it, who cares? Yes. Like just dance in the rain. It was so carefree. Then it started thundering lightning, and then we had to get shelter.
I think I saw Future and Migos in the rain at Lakewood. And it was wonderful. I had a blast. Yes. It was so much fun. Yes. But I just feel like the culture is too tense right now. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel. It's a lot of pressure on the concerts. We're using it as our travel escape, mm-hmm. you know? Yeah. And I just feel like it's not fun. It's not getting Woodstock 69. It's getting Woodstock 99. You know what I mean? I'm not here for that. Okay.
Traveling. That's also something that I love to do as
well. What's the last place I know you're headed out.
Yes, I'm going to Asia this year. I'm going to Korea and Japan with my company. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii earlier this year. Mm-hmm. So I go to Hawaii like almost every 8 months. It's a random time. Every 8 months right now, because my best friend lives out there.
Wonderful.
So it's so beautiful. That's the only place that I feel like I want to live in. I've traveled a lot, but I'm like, this is fun for like work and play, but like I wouldn't want to live here. But Hawaii is just like paradise, and I just feel so at peace. And also, I kind of look Hawaiian, so they're like, they think I'm a local.
Listen,
so
they was liking it. They was liking it. They was on Brenda now. They was on Brenda. I feel that way about Paris. Mm. I got to go to Paris to see Beyonce in 2023, and it was wonderful. I grew up speaking French. Okay. St. Louis, low-key, is a French city. Mm-hmm. It is undercover French city. Like a lot of old French roots there. And so I grew up speaking French, so this was my only time that I got to use all the words and all the pronunciations, and I was ordering stuff off the menu. Oh, I should have saved me. It was a time. So I definitely need to make my way back to Paris. Yes. I do. It was such a cute place. It's such a cute place, but there was something just so
authentic and just so.
It's a quaint charm.
Yes, it was a charm that I just, because I love a city.
Mm-hmm.
I like to travel and go see how other urban environments are, and I love Paris.
It's so rich in culture, history, art,
people, the food, the atmosphere.
Actually, the food was not that great to me. I'm sorry.
So I'm the opposite of you. I'm not a foodie. I am so neurotic when it comes to food. So for me, if it's simple and I can understand it and it's
okay, one thing about
the easier the better.
One thing about Paris though is that I didn't know it operates kind of like Chinese restaurant hours. It's like open from 6 a.m. until 1 p.m. and then it closes until 5 or 6. So I didn't know that until like day 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, why is everything closed here? And if something
so
was
early, right?
Yeah, and if something was open, then it was like a very limited menu. Then I was in a very local area. I don't speak French, so then luckily I had Google Translate and I was able to like figure it out. But by that time I'm hangry, so it was a terrible combo.
Yeah.
I survived off of pho. Luckily, there was a Vietnamese restaurant across my hotel.
So
I never even had that much Vietnamese food when I'm at home. It was the only place that was open because, Asians are hustlers, so we gotta be open, okay?
Go get that. But you know what? I feel like the sun goes down really late out there anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a much later outdoor culture in France than I feel like here. Like, once the sun goes down, we switch cultures. I feel like their culture eases into the evening a little bit differently than we do. Because I was like, it's 10 o'clock. Why is the sun still out? Like, what's going on? Is this the twilight out? Is it the twilight zone, But that was cool. I really enjoyed being a city girl in Paris. That was fun.
Yeah, it's cute.
That was fun. Okay. So, what does energy as currency, how does that apply to your life, to business, to money, to finances? What does that mean for you?
To me, energy is currency. It means, energy is everything. It's vibrations, it's frequencies, it's time, dedication, and focus that you're putting into something, your emotional capacity to handle something.
All the things.
And currency is an exchange in value for resources and whatnot. So energy, and it's a finite resource. So you got to be mindful and intentional about how you spend it.
Yes.
Because how you spend your energy is going to shape and dictate the output in your environment.
Absolutely. I love that. I made energy as currency because I wanted people to bring more holistic, healing thought processes to how they operate their finances. I feel like we do a lot of emotional spending and a lot of emotional finances, but how can you feel more neutral and grounded in that? Like how we were talking about, like, the everyday shopping on Amazon and constantly ordering off of Uber Eats and just those little things. They're dopamine hits, but how do you get your dopamine without feeling like you need to give up everything in exchange?
Yeah.
Because especially for people who work 9 to 5, no shade, no tea. Love how you get your money, but your day is spent giving it away, and then you get your money eventually. And it's like, okay, how do you manage that? You know what I mean? How do you pour so much energy and intention and commitment into something and manage the fact that you'll get delayed response from that as well? Because, like, for me, when I go to work, I'm getting that money that day.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to go.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a better attitude out of me if you give me the money before I get there. So it's like, for me, it's like I had to really be mindful of how I use my energy because it's connected to how I make my money. And when I was in my most depressed, I was making the least amount of money. I was saving the least amount of money.
There's a correlation there.
There's a correlation, and I'm not a scientist. I'm not a psychologist. So I'm not going to be like, and this means this. But I know that something was happening between those two things. And once I really worked on how I managed myself, like, everybody knows I'm a hardcore meal prepper. But listen, you probably won't enjoy my meal prepping because it's not as adventurous as other people.
It's okay. I buy my meal prep from somewhere else, and it works great for me.
Yeah, but however you get to that point, but being intentional about how you eat. Like I talk all the time about buying food, preparing food, and eating food are 3 different tasks.
Yes.
Those are 3 different days, 3 different Lexis. Cook Lexi is not eat Lexi. Eat Lexi is not buy groceries Lexi. Because if I'm already hungry at the grocery store, I'm blowing the budget. I'm buying everything that I can eat in my car. Okay? It's going to be a driver, the passenger seat is going to be full of donuts and, stuff from the deli and all that kind of stuff. Because we're already at eating time.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you said, you're hangry by the time you figured out what food to eat, right? So I can't have that.
So we end up eating a lot of chicken tenders and French fries just to be safe at that point, because I don't have the time to figure out what these ingredients were.
But dude, but there was I didn't hear not a nutrient. I didn't hear a vitamin. I didn't hear a vegetable. I didn't hear a rough fish or nothing, you know? Because at that point, we're just doing what's accessible and convenient. Mm-hmm. But if you separate those tasks, that's when you get into that. But that changed my money for me. Yo. Top of 2021, I'm spending $1,300 a month on food. I have neither a kid, neither a partner. My cat's food budget is $60 a month. This was me. This was Uber Eats, right? And tips. That's where my money was going.
Delete it, honey.
When I
will say that if you're using Uber Eats to delegate because you're trying to save time, because you're being productive, then great. But if you're just lazy, you need to delete it, okay?
For sure. And my thing is, I still have the app.
Yeah.
And I have designated days where I give myself a free pass to use it. You know?
Yeah.
My Fridays and Saturdays, those are my food exploration days because I've given so much to my job. I don't have the capacity for that. And I don't want to eat meal prep every day.
Yeah, it is fun.
You know, so, but now it's a treat.
Yeah, it's a treat yourself.
It's a reward, you know? So, I'm not going to spend my whole day there because I could talk about meal prepping until I'm blue in the face. But I'm so grateful that you spent time with us.
I'm so
for sure.
grateful that we connected.
Yeah.
And it was over because of the Zoom meeting as well.
We met over Zoom. I was able to go to one of her business meetings, and I literally found the missing key that I needed for buying my house at your meeting. So I was like, yes, I'm on the right track. Yes. But I feel like all the girlies need to know about this. Yes. Everybody needs to know about financial management and building a plan and really building wealth and a legacy for yourself, right? Yes. Don't eat your money, right? So how can we get in touch with you in real life?
Okay, you can hit me up on Instagram. You can slide in my DMs if you want to. My professional one is brenda.financial, and my personal one, if you want to get into my shenanigans, it's at RiceGod, so RICEG0D. And RICE stands for Revolutionary Insights for Creatives and Entrepreneurs. Giving only delight, okay?
I love that.
Thank you.
Yes. And if you want to learn more about me, you can find me at blushbizonline.com. That's all the marketing. That's where you'll find the podcast. That's where you'll learn about the activities and the books and the work-life presence workshops. All of that stuff is there. If you want to find me on social, I'm not as shenanigan-y as I used to be. You're going to find a lot of cat videos.
Okay, we love that too.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give you cat dopamine. I'm mba.lexi.show on Instagram. So you can find Energy is Currency, this episode, all the episodes on Spotify, on Amazon, iHeart, I think we're on Pandora,
Apple,
SoundCloud. Yes, Apple. I always forget Apple. We're on Apple too. Wherever you listen to podcasts, I'm sure we're there too. So check us out, Energy is Currency. And don't forget, you got to mind your business personally and professionally. But enjoy it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.